Welcome to the K Factor. Today is Thursday, February 26th, 2026. We are one day from 21 DTE, so we get to roll a bunch of trades tomorrow and push those out to the next cycle. Let's go ahead and hop into the portfolio here and take a look at what's going on. I'm just going to sort this by symbol here to make sure that it's alphabetical because I often want to look at the P&L for the day and kind of look at the extremes. What was our biggest winner? What was our biggest loser? P&L open, but then I find that the rows just kind of bounce around, and I'm worried that I'm going to miss something. So let's just do it alphabetically here, and we'll just run through each one real quick. So 6A, we're up $130 on the day. I believe yesterday we were down considerably, or maybe it was the day before. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, so 6A has rallied again, and I was kind of worried this was going to happen. Yesterday we had this up move, and then today we've kind of had a pretty sizable range. I mean, not really. It's comparably, it's about the same, but we came back down, then we came back up, and so really nothing to do here other than just. I mean, we have some options. Like we could close this one as a loser. I really don't want to do that because um, historically, when I look back at losing trades, what I find is that if I just held them, they would have eventually become winners. And so my goal for 2026 has been that I just don't close losers. And I think I've closed maybe two or three very small losers. A couple of those were mechanical errors, so a good call out there for me to keep a closer eye on those mechanics. But what I worry about is if I close here I'm closing at the worst possible time. I'm down P&L significantly on this one because it's a short futures position that's really gone against me. It's rallied, and so and it's not killing me to hold it. So why not? So anyway, we'll move on and not to spend too much time on that. Let's go take a look at ASX and see what's happening here. We're up P&L on the day, down P&L on the open. Just waiting for this one to come back to us. It's a static delta. BIL, we know what that is. BTI is an inverted strangle that hopefully we'll get to just roll it out tomorrow and get some credit on that. Let's see. We did pull in some credit today, or not really credit, but positive P&L on this one today. Let's look at P&L. Overall, we're flat $400 negative P&L on this one with an average trade price of 445. So where's this one trading? 62.71. Yeah. So we'll have to buy the guts, sell the wings on this one, recenter, get that call up north of the strikes there. If we do a mock roll here, let's do a quick roll out to the 50-day cycle and just kind of see how that sets up. So if we bring it here, it's going to be $159 debit from a buying power standpoint, and it's a $6.20 debit to the average trade price, which I think was $4 and some change. So we're going to be negative in it, but that's to be expected. We're just going to have to give it some time to work out. 10 cents wide here, 10 cents wide here. So that all looks good. Liquidity's, I think, a little bit better than it was the last time we looked at it. If we rolled it out as is, we would get a 60-cent credit, which is not very much. So, okay, we'll deal with that when the time comes, and that time should be tomorrow. Let's look at Citigroup here. We're down $27 on P&L from the open. Go to the analysis tab. We're between the strikes, so it's a waiting game right now. We just wait for time to pass, and we move up from this theoretical line where we're at right now. So it's one of the cool things about the short strangle structure is, of course, when you open it up, you're always like right here, middle of the line. Any movement side to side is going to show as negative P&L. But as long as we're within these strikes at expiration, we're going to expire with positive P&L. So that's why we don't really worry about the short-term losses, P&L losses on these. CL, let's look at Colgate, Palmolive. We're still trading out here very north. Let's see, 436. We're not going to add to that one. Cisco analysis, we are straight between the strikes. And so we just need to let time pass on that one. So here's the cool thing. Nearly flat on Delta. We roll the expirations. There's not a 50-day expiration on this one. I remember that from the other day. I'm not really sure why, but we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. CSX. CSX continues to rally. I'd love for it to come back down and close for a profit, but it hasn't yet. Mind you, every trade we're looking at here is not a winner. Well, let me take that back. Some of them are technically winners from a P&L standpoint. Most of them are losers. And why do we have a portfolio full of losers? Well, if they were winners, we would close them, right? So we haven't looked at it yet, but we'll take a look at the winners that we pulled off in the last couple of days as well. So CTRA came back into our zone. Looks like we're positive. We're not. We're 1639 down on the open. So how does that track? Oh, because we're at the top of this candle. I was looking at the bottom of the candle. Trading 101. But we did come back down into our zone today on that one. So that's cool. Let's give it a few more days. DHT, negative 54 shares, has rallied again. What do we look like on P&L? 540. So we don't do anything on CTRA. Yeah, we're not going to do anything on that one either. If something is kind of at the top of its range and we are low on capital requirement, based on how much I want to commit, typically in the $500 range for these stocks, then I'll add to the position, but otherwise I'm not going to add to these. Short strangle and EEM analysis, we're between our strikes. Nothing to do. EFA, short 2 shares. And it's 63.30. Where are we? Kind of at the top of our range here. So we could add some to this. So our cost basis right now is at 103.93. 103.93. Remember that number. If we short 2 more, so we were at 103.93. But in order into short 2 more. Did not mean to cancel that. And I did not mean to. Oh, what did I just do? Is that the order I just put in? I sold a short stocking hood. See, that's one of those mechanical errors I talked about. I did not mean to do that. Let's go take a look at hood and see if we can fix that one here real quick. Because not really sure if I want to be short hood right here. I'm just going to close this one since that was a mistake. Sorry about that. This is real life stuff here. All right, where were we on? EFA. EFA is what we meant to short 2 more of. And so we're going to set that up. Gotta love doing this stuff live. 2. The struggle's real today. We'll go to replace order, come back, drop it down a little bit lower. Let's wait for that one to get filled and we'll take a look at it. Just remember 103.93 was cost basis. And so hopefully we can remember that. EWZ. Let's take a look at this one. We're just kind of waiting for this one to roll over and come back to us. The short strangle is between the strikes, so all good there. We have 2 working orders. Yep. GDX negative strangle analysis, and oh man, we're at 113, and our strike is at 113. We are just sitting right on top of that one, and we have rallied again. What does delta look like here? 44. My inclination is to neutralize delta, but since we're so close to 21 DTE, we're 22 days here. Instead of doing an adjustment today and then doing another adjustment tomorrow, I think I'm just going to adjust this as a roll out. So if we go look at our average trade price is minus 699 on this one. Yeah, minus 699. All right. Let's do a quick roll on this one. We'll go to 50 days. We're going to bring this one up to the 33 delta. We'll take this one to the 32 delta. It gives us a 320 credit. What would it look like if I just straddled this GDX? Not saying that that's the best thing to do, but let's just see. $11 credit. Yeah. All right. So, and we said we were down 699. So if we go 40, 42, 41 is 7, 38, let's go 33, 33 is 320, 30, 35, 45. I don't know. I'm going to err on a less rocky P&L ride. IV rank is at 74 though. Let's go here, kind of middle of the road, 33 delta, 33 delta. We'll be flat on delta with a credit of 304, and buying power is going to release $7.31 in buying power. Let's give that a try. Happened to our credit there. Oh man, look at these strikes. These strikes are just horrible. 460 and 555, and then 390 and 435. We're gonna have to, on this one, we're gonna have to roll to the better strikes. I hate to say it. $185, $187 at the 16 delta. That one's even bouncing around. And then 142, 176. It's going to be a debit, but man, I can't. Bid ask is just going to really hurt us on this one. It's 20 cents wide here. No, it's 30 cents wide. These are all over the place. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. We get some buying power back at least. Ugh, I don't like that, but that's what we had to do. All right, so we're actually down. Our average trade price is 920. We gained some time. We gained some width. So our probability of profit is going to be higher on this one right now, which is fine. We're at the 95, 135. 95, 135, which is up here with IV rank at 73.8. So, all right. So liquidity has to be number one, though. We get a higher credit, we're going to lose so much in the bid ask spread. All right. So we can't put a closing order in here. We're going to just call this one a negative strangle. We'll group it. All right. Let's look at hood. And we'll look at our short strangle here between the strikes. Looks good. I mean, you can see that there's no OTM indicator here. So we know that we're between our strikes. All good. All good in the hood. You see what I did there? Next is IBIT. And look at our long stock here. Just waiting for that one to come back to us. As always, analysis. And we're right between our strikes. All good there. INTC. This is Intel. We're right between our strikes. And we're pretty flat delta here on Intel. So here's an opportunity. Let's look at this. So 649 on CapRec. For a short strangle, that's actually really low. IV rank's at 42.3. What was IV rank at when we put this on? It was lower. So IV rank has expanded 36.2 to 42.3. We have room to add some buying power. Like, why? We're at 50 days. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? So we could add another strangle. So we're at 37.55 now. Getting the right expiration. We're at 37.55 now. If we go 95, 98, I mean, we're pretty tight in here. $1.92 credit. We're adding 452 in buying power, 74 pop, P50 is 86. We could get a little more aggressive and come in here just inside these strikes. 308 in credit, 452 in buying power, 66 on pop. Pretty good place to be. P50 is 78. I don't have a problem with this. In fact, I really like it. It's going to come down to which strikes are better. So 6 wide here, 7 wide here versus 4 wide here and 5 wide here. Let's go with the tighter of the two. And we're filled in Intel. So we have a secondary position here. It's a really good liquid stock for us to have a position, or the options are liquid. Give me it's not giving me the group menu, the grouping menu. That's weird. We'll have to come back to it. Johnson & Johnson short 4 shares, and it looks like we have to wait. Nothing to do there. KO has a red day today. We'll wait on that one. Netflix short strangle. We have 1320 in buying power. Or 1320 in buying power. We're between our strikes. Nothing to do there. NKE. This is our ratio spread. Looks good. We're rallying again here in O. We're at 399.75. I'm not sure if our rally is big enough to justify bringing this up a little bit. BBR is just doing its thing. It ran away from home. PepsiCo tried to hit some new highs. It failed to hit new highs here. Although the overall trend is up right now, but we're going to hope for this one to come back down. PG, same story. PayPal is PayPal's inverted. All right, so this one is one that we're probably gonna, we're definitely gonna roll it out tomorrow. But let's go to the 50-day and see how it sets up. We're going to pay a debit. We got filled on EFA. We're going to pay a debit. We're at 261. If we straddle it at 40, why can't I straddle it? Do we already have the 45? Okay, that was weird. 104 debit. Why are we going to pay a debit for this one? Oh, because we're on the wrong side on both. This shouldn't be this much of a struggle for my brain, but okay. So we're in between the strikes, but we're inverted. So that's why we have to pay a debit to bring both of those closer, which would be a straddle. If we roll out as is, we're gonna pick up an extra $1.76. But if we bring those both closer here, then we'll pay a debit for that. So that's fine. No worries. It's all part of it. Rivian failed. Wait. Negative strangle. We're right in the middle. How are we looking on this one? We roll Rivian out. We're flat delta here. 42 cents credit. Okay, and then silver. Same thing here. We have a long way to go on silver, but we'll make it happen. Wonder what happens if we roll. I just like to kind of do some of these what ifs the day before so that we're already at the 50-day. So we're already at the 50-day and we're right between our strikes. Let's clear this order out. Right between our strikes. So we just need to give this one another month. And Snap is trying to head our way. SoFi is just doing what SoFi does, at least over this last couple of months. Might be time to start thinking about selling a put in here in SoFi. Or for that matter, a short strangle. I don't know what. Ivy rank's really, really low. I guess we're not going to sell any premium yet. TAC. Let's take a look at TAC. Look, TAC's coming our way. And Vail. And XLP. All right, so we've looked at everything. Nothing too exciting here. Let's go to CapRec. EFA. On CapRec, we need to report and refresh, do all that stuff. And we're at 126 here. What did we say our cost basis was? 103 something. Yeah, so now it's 104.76. So we'll cancel this order. 104.76. So 103.76. And we'll put that order in. And so the reality here is if this comes back down and hits our working order, how much are we going to make? We're going to make literally only $4 on this. And so that might seem weird because it's so small. But the idea is that we scale into these. We're starting really small. We doubled our position. If we get another rally tomorrow, and let's say we get up closer to that upper boundary of the 3 ATR, we'll double again to 8. If it rallies again, we'll double again to 16. If it rallies again, we'll keep doubling until we get to our cap rec that we're comfortable with, which is right now around 500. So we're not going to double too many times at this point. But the idea is that it gives us a few extra chances to be right while staying within our range. And if we have a really short win, a really quick win for $2 or $4, great. If we have to fight it a little bit more and get a little bit more out of it, but we have some extra chances, and that's all good too. So, all right. So let's go take a look at our activity tab and see what we've had close in the last, let's just filter this down to 7 days. So we were out yesterday, which was the 25th. So the last trade that we did together was Cisco on the close at 259. We opened a short strangle. So after that, we had CRM that closed with it was a good till cancel order on the morning of the 25th. And then we had today, Intel closed 25 shares, and MRVI closed 1 share. We had this failed mechanical error today in Hood where we probably lost a few pennies. And then we rolled GDX out today to the 50-day 50 DTE, and Intel. We opened a new short strangle, and EFA. We sold 2 more. We shorted 2 more shares of stock. Okay, so let's go back. Which ones of these do we need to look at? Okay, so CRM. Let's see what happened with CRM here. We're going to pull this one in. So CRM was open for 21 days, 18 hours, 30 minutes, 45 seconds. Had 4 distinct orders associated with it, and we had a net P&L of $17.98. That was yesterday. And then today we closed MRVI, was open 15 days, 19 hours. And this was long stock. And we made $11.20. That's our net P&L after commissions. And then Intel. Wait. Intel wasn't. Why am I confusing myself here? I'm looking at this Intel, not the Intel that we opened today. The Intel that we closed this morning. So, that's cool. I just kind of had that realization. We closed an Intel this morning. We opened another Intel this evening. We made a total of $135.52 on Intel. All right. So, it's 2:31 Central. Let's take a look at our watch list to see if there's any opportunity here for us to put anything on. Before we do that, let's take a temperature check on the market and see what's happening. We're having a down day today, or a red day. We opened here at 69.65 in the ES, and we had a low of 68.70. Currently trading at 69.15. So we've come back up. We've recovered some. If we want to look at the day here to see what the 1 day looked like, we can see that we opened up here. We fell into the morning hours around 9:30. We hit the bottom, bounced back up here a little bit, came pretty close to the bottom here again around noon. And then we came back up and we're coming back down here just slightly again. Let's see what VIX futures look like. VIX futures will sort of mirror that. VIX futures 20 looks like 2060, somewhere in that ballpark here during the peak of that, and right around 1990 here. All right, let's take a look at VIX, and we'll go to the 1 day, 1 year. And you can see that volatility has been down really for the last 3 days. And we'll look at the SPY. Yeah. All right. Well, considering that, let's go over here and take a look at our watch list. So we're high options volume. We're looking for trades that don't have or underlyings that don't have earnings in the next 30 days. IV rank is at least 30 with a last price of 30 to 150. I don't know why we have a max limit there. And then volume is really anything, but we have liquidity set high here. So 4-star on liquidity. All right, so let's sort this by IV index 5D change. This means volatility is expanding in these. And so we look at PayPal. I know we have a position in PayPal. How much buying power are you using? 1,500. I'm okay with keeping that as is. If we can find something else. USO. Let's look at United States Oil. Hard to borrow. Let's look at Intel. We already added a position today. Netflix. Netflix had a significant rally today compared to where it had been. So we do have a position in Netflix. Sorry for bouncing around here. Short strangle 1322 in the 22-day cycle. Not sure if we can do something in Netflix without using too much buying power, but there is some liquidity here for us to work with. But it looks like buying power is going to be about 12.28 on that. With IV rank at 37.9. 53, 58. Yeah. So I'd like to stay in this $1 range here. I think I'll skip for now since we already have. Let's see if there's something else that comes up here that we can trade. I don't know. Was I even in the right cycle for Netflix? Yeah, I don't love the strikes here in IGV. EEM 1188. Let's go back to Netflix and see if I was in the right. I might have been at the 15-day. I think I was. 92, 94, 95, 99. We're at the 15 delta and the 12 delta for 852. 4 pennies wide, 2 pennies wide. I don't have a problem with this at all. What are the strikes? 70, 102. So 70 and 102. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we're filled for $1.88. And we're going to group this one as a strangle. Let's go see if our Intel position will let us group it again. Yeah, now it does. And we're going to close for this one for 50% profit. And we need to put a closing order in for our Netflix position that we just opened today, 50% profit. Okay. All right, anything else? Coin? 41.4. Some disappointing bid asks here. Not really so much on the, I guess they're not great on the call side either. All right, KRE, we already know KRE's not going to work out. Yet, I still look, that's not terrible. It's better than I thought it would be, but not excited about the buying power. EEM, we're at 1188. I wonder if we want to stack anything on EEM. Let's look at what's the history here on EEM. We opened this one up 7 days ago. What has Ivy rank done? So 7 days ago it was 31.4. It's 36.3. It has expanded a little bit. It's 57.65 in the 50-day. So I could sell it now for $1.62. We sold it for $1.21 before. And Delta on EEM's 20. So there's a little bit more premium here. I think I go the 16 Delta. Where do we think EEM's going to go? Who knows? So we do 97.105. $94.99. 60, 65 and a half. Why am I not loving this? 60, 65 and a half. Something tells me not to do that. XLU is not going to work out. Markets in XLU are not good. Nope. Exxon though. Gosh, I wish we just had some better markets or better bid-ask spreads in these. But we don't. All right. We'll clear that one out. and Oxy. $114, $122, $137, $143. Not bad. I don't love the strikes in here either. 47.5, 55, 47.5, 55. Yeah. I think I'll put this one on. Probably get filled at 255. Yep. All right. Group it as a strangle, and then we will set our closing order. Okay. Let's take a look real quick. To see if there are any looking for something that we could get a decent move out of. That first majestic silver didn't look bad for a directional trade. So CSX, does it have an option? What do the options look like? So if we wanted to sell a call, we could sell a call in CSX. Right now we're short 38 shares that have gone against us. Could sell the 45 call. But do I want to? It's 31 delta. Sell the 47.5 call here. How do I make 35 cents? Like, it's not worth it. All right, let's keep looking. What's going on here? That is way bigger than I want to play with. Was that PPL? What do we have in PPL? It's our straddle. Yeah, the 42.5, 47 strikes. That's PayPal. We don't have anything in PPL. Let's do a short. Stock. 5 shares. Put an order in. Let's move it up. We'll see if we get filled. We probably won't, but that's okay. We were in Sony for a while. Finally turned that one into a winner. Okay. Let's go through the 52-week lows very quickly here. Interesting. How about we short Caesars right here with 10 shares. We got filled in Caesar. Caesars. All right, so let's go to this one, and we're 24.30. Close 23.30. Put the order in. Take a look at where we're at there. See if we can make a quick $10 off of this one. All right. I think we're about finished with that. Let's take a look at our sheet here and do a little bit of work here to get this one updated. I was off yesterday, so I did not update this one. So we're going to use today's numbers for both yesterday and today. So 73, 316, 18. Plug that in there. 0, 36, 317, 96. Delta, so 38, 117, 199. And then 116, 39, 28. And then VIX is at 1863. Yeah, more like that. If VIX was at 1863, we might have some problems in the world. Okay, and then buying power. Static delta is 17.7. Options are at 20.2. And bill is at 10.1. 1. With Bill over here being 73, 73, 40. Okay, let's take a look at our dashboard and see where we're at. Okay, so $147 today, 18 yesterday, 7 the day before. We have our one single blemish here. Netlick is just pretty flat. Netlick plus extrinsic slightly ticked up yesterday. This is not reflective of today's numbers. We are expanding our buying power allocation here, what we're using, and specifically options buying power. We're at 20% now. Interesting to note that I need to track theta in a chart, but theta's at 117. It's been a while since we've been at 117 in theta, more than a couple of days. Not too long, I guess. All right, let's look at the dashboard here. We are at 6.26 realized P&L year to date with $4,752, $4,752.82 realized P&L year to date. That is realized P&L that no one can take from us. Market can't take it from us because those trades are closed and done with. So that matters. Netlick, however, is down 26.46.92 on the year. A lot of that's going to be attributed to this single 6A position. Here's $2,200 right here. We also do have some other positions here that are down P&L open. So if we look at P&L year to date, SoFi, PBRs, we're down on silver year to date. Vail, PayPal. So I was waiting for some of those to work in our favor, and we're trading an average of 9.3 trades per day. It's calendar day. Understanding we can only trade on certain days of the week, and in 2025 that was 2.8. So we're trading considerably more. I wouldn't put a lot of stock into these estimated annual P&Ls because we have time working in our favor, and the time component's not calculated into this. These projections, I think, are going to be a little bit more accurate, but we'll see how the year plays out. 40.7% on the year is what we estimate. We're doing an average of $83.38 per day in realized P&L. Theta to Netlick, theta to extrinsic relationship is right here. We're going to roll. So we'll see what that does to those numbers. You see some crazy numbers here because we did some shorter term trades. It'd be good if we could filter those out. But our trading has slowed down over the last 30 days, according to this chart. We got a little heavy in static delta trades. Static BP, that's interesting. Static delta is what that should be. So we're just going to wait for some of those to come off. And then if we look over at our pivots here, trades per week, 17 so far, same as last week. It's been a slow week for us. Trades per month, 193. We're getting close to the end of the month. Realized P&L by date. We are sort of maintaining that a little bit. We're a little bit, we had this big day here that kind of inflated, but for the most part, we're keeping that realized P&L by week. We are, this is actually our slowest week this year, I believe. And for realized P&L by week. And then realized P&L by month, $14.79. And fees by month, we're at $70. Here's something interesting to look at. Short strangle, average P&L, 80.75. We closed Intel with a net P&L of 135. So it was significantly more than our average P&L was. So that's another thing that I want to build in to the sheet is like is the comparison of an individual trade to the average. So that it can help us analyze these a little bit better. All right. So nothing else to look at here. I think we are done for the day. Nothing else to put on. P&L for the day is up just over 400, and the E-mini S&Ps are down on the day, trading right here at that midpoint on the 3 ATR. So, all right. Well, let's wrap up today, and tomorrow we'll roll at 21 DTE. We have a bunch of positions here we're going to roll out. If we look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, we only have 5. We only have 5 positions to roll. Well, we're going to roll those 5 out. We'll collect some additional extrinsic value. So we're at 39.30 right now. We expect extrinsic to jump tomorrow. Theta might actually come down a bit from 116 because we're rolling those out. So we'll see where that lands us. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.